Okay, good morning, folks. Happy Saturday. And we're going to pick up where we left off, which was working on these horses for these minor nights. We've got two of them done, four more to do. And we'll take a break after a little bit and do a little bit of review for something that we picked up yesterday. Get our coffee here first thing in the morning. And get some airbrush thinner here. Good morning, Kevin. How are you? So I didn't do a whole lot of Black Friday shopping, but I know that one thing I wanted to check out with the sales going on is look for another avenue for these brushes. These brushes are the ones I've been using, and I needed to find another source for them. So they're running some 50% off specials on these brushes here. Fine touch brush set, and these are normally $7, and they're running 50% off. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they're just about $1 a piece. They're like 50 cents a piece for these brushes. So, this is at Hobby Lobby. So instead of their normal 40% off on one item, there was 50% all of them. So I 4 packs. I'm all set with that. I also wanted to try another brand, so this is the one we used the 40% off coupon. That's this one right here. This is a multi-pack of Royal Lang Nickel. And I know these are definitely synthetic. I'm pretty sure these are as well. This is normally $20, so I wanted to give this a shot. If this had been 50% off, I would have bought more of them. So, but yeah, I'm not sure what this is. This looks like it's got some decent tip brushes, but anyhow, so we should be set for a while. I should break one of these out and make sure they're good before I return them. But they'll be fine for what I need them to do. I'm not completely out, but I wanted to make sure that that I had it. And then also picked up one of these guys. This is I like this toasted terracotta color, so maybe we'll use that for something else. I felt like I needed to get a paint, so the other brushes I was getting before, I've only seen them at Walmart, and I am not going to be going there anymore for a multitude of reasons. But I haven't shopped with them since November of last year, October last year, something like that. So if I do see those other brushes are just fine, I may pick them up, but I'm tired of them and their antics. So, but anyways, if you guys want to go to that store, that's up to you, no problem. So, anyhow, what else? So I should be good on brushes for a while. So that's really the only thing that I did. I don't like Black Friday shopping because it seems like they want you to to buy things you don't need, and I just want to buy the things I was going to buy anyways at better prices. Okay. All right. Yeah, the other alternative would have been to Amazon them, but I don't want to buy brushes sight unseen because you never know what you're going to get. You never know what you're going to get. So, all right, horses. We need to get one that's red. We're going to do one of those chestnut horses, and as a matter of fact, we already put that color down, and there it is. So, Let's touch up this little bit of black that is missing there. Okay. Right, so we're going to start off with a base color of this guy. So let's do what we said we weren't going to do. Let's grab one of these brushes. Let's try it out. So if these totally suck, we're going to be returning the rest of them. So let's open one of these up. I'm not worried about the money. I'm just, I don't want to have something I'm not going to use. That's stupid. Yeah, made in China. Yeah, probably the next plant over from the other brushes. All right, that brush ought to be fine. Put these guys in the brush bin. All right, let's try these things out. I did look at the Winsor & Newton Series 7. They're almost $20 for one brush. I'm never going to buy any. I'm never going to buy any. If somebody gave me some, I probably still wouldn't use them. It's just, that seems criminal to spend $20 on one brush. I mean, when I first started painting in the 80s, brushes were made of sable. I think all of them. I don't know what happened. Maybe they ran out of sable. It's an endangered species. All right, let's see what we got here. This is probably my favorite horse color to paint. Of course, you can't have everybody in the army with the same color horse, so. Good morning, Harvey. Good morning, John Peter. Oh, the Germans are up. They what? They come with talent built right in. Well, as I mentioned before, I can't go to a store and get one, so I can't check out all brushes aren't the same. You got some that are mismade. So I don't want to purchase one through the internet where I can't see what it particularly looks like. So I gotta believe that the ends of them will also get turned like that. You know, the little turn, the bend at the end, which is usually what kills a brush eventually. Eventually, that just becomes too much to bear. But a lot more people on a Saturday. Go figure. I thought more of you guys would be sitting around on a Monday through Friday. Good, I'm not missing anything going to work then. I thought I was wasting my day going to work because I could have been painting with friends all over the world. Yeah, I didn't see that many deals. Television, if you want to buy a TV, man, the prices have gone down on those things. I don't need one. I've got a perfectly good working one there. I don't like TV. I'm getting to the point where I like it less and less each day. I know some people that would be happy spending all day long watching television, and I that's just mindless crap. I'd much rather be doing this with you guys, or without you guys. Sorry. Sometimes you guys have real life to get to. But I'd rather be painting. I'd much rather be painting. Just nothing to watch on TV. And it's not engaging. I'd rather play a video game, anything you're making decisions or taking take it into your own hands. Just sitting around waiting for things to happen. It's get bored. You've not watched TV in 10 years. Perfect. Keep it up. Now, YouTube doesn't count because YouTube is pretty much you can see whatever you want. You can search for whatever you want and they find it. But programming that, oh, well, we're going to make sure that people watch this or no. You haven't missed anything, man. But YouTube doesn't count because there's lots of informational stuff you can use for this hobby on there. Stream movies and TV series, though, just not aired content. Oh, well, I haven't seen aired content in 20 years. I'm not watching stuff on their schedule. Screw those guys. I have this problem. We have a nice wall unit in the living room, and the spot designed for the TV is about 3 feet on the diagonal. 3 feet diagonal. That's too small. So the new TVs won't fit. Yeah, it's too small. Get rid of the wall unit. Yeah. The problem with big TVs is your body gets used to it. I bought a big TV. When we bought our last TV, we went, what did we have before it? I think we had a 36. We had a 36 one that we bought around 2000. We bought it just before 9/11, so around 2000. We had that a long time because it was working. But then when we got our fancy TV, which was, I'm going to say 5 years ago, maybe six, I don't know, the 4Ks, I don't think the 4Ks were out yet. I don't know how big it is, a 60? It looks huge for like the first week. And then you just get used to it. It's like, that's the TV. Yeah. Your body gets used to it. It's human nature. It's how we survived the ice age, adapted. Your body adapts and just kind of takes things for granted, unfortunately. But yeah, now they've got ones that are 25% bigger than the one I had and are 4K and cost a third, maybe even less than a third. It's just insane how cheap they are, but I'm not going to throw away a perfectly good one to buy one that has better technology. That's just not me. Now, if it dies, I'll buy one tomorrow, but I just don't see throwing, money at a problem. You can't just keep buying new stuff when the old stuff works fine. You're never going to be happy. So, even though stores don't want you to think like that, they want you to have the latest and greatest, but it's just not necessary. Same thing for miniatures. Be happy with the miniatures you have. Don't throw them all away just because somebody came out with some new ones. As my Saturday morning philosophy. I'm waiting for them to come up with a holodeck. I confirm one of the versions. I'm surprised I know what that is. I had a friend of mine way back in the late 80s, late 80s, early 90s. Actually, early 90s. He used to watch that show all the time. Never got into it. I've seen maybe 15 episodes of that one. The original one, I think I've only seen like 4 episodes of. It's just before my time, and I'm not a science fiction person. Um, just never grabbed me. Okay, so we're building this guy up in these colors. Let's get a little bit more reddish. Let's add a little bit more red. Did you get out of that painter's block there with those late Romans there, Kevin? Hopefully that helped to unstuck you from the issues of painting shields. That's one of the first things I look up is what shields people had in certain armies, because it definitely can be a roadblock of not knowing what it is. There's just not a lot of information in most things, and you got to make some tough calls. You'll get those Osprey books though. You're looking for shield patterns, and they end up showing the back side of them. You know, just for inspiration. So Still forgot what that thing's called. Notatia dignatum or something. Dignatorum. Or, I'm not good on my Latin. I always thought it'd be a lot easier for me than it was, but knowing Spanish doesn't help you with Latin at all. I'm with you on not throwing out miniatures. I have boxes and boxes already, some dating back to the mid-70s. My loft space has more lead in it than a fallout shelter. There you go. Oh, we have a little friend that came and visited? Oh, got a little moth that came in yesterday. Well, I don't want you in my coffee. Yeah, don't get in my coffee. I'm not a bug-friendly person, but I don't mind moths. But you know, there's nothing to eat in this room, dude. And we can't have you flying around. Let's see if we can have you go somewhere else. Come on. See if I can get away with doing this. Come on, go. Come on, Mothra. I'm gonna leave this door open and see if he'll go out to the other room with the other light. I don't think I've ever had that happen before. I remember seeing him last night. Okay. Yeah, he came in inside. We have somebody visiting us, and they're a smoker, and he's in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. And I'm sure he came in on one of those. So. Okay, a little bit more of this. The Mothman Chronicles. Is that the name of a show or something? Mothman. Yeah, we don't want a moth in the coffee. Okay, we're only going to build the top part. We're going to leave the bottom section of this color down a little darker, and so that it just fades into that color, into that dark on the extremities there of the horse. Oh, so far this brush is worth 50 cents for sure. You're gonna get the book. Okay. Definitely. Yeah, I don't want to spend all the trouble painting something and then realize it's wrong. That's not good. Yeah, it's a good one. Okay. And white or live. Oh, hello. Okay, dude. Yes, yes. If that doesn't work, then I'm gonna turn on the light source in this room and see if it'll go over there. Oh, did I say he? Did I just assume the gender of the moth? Yes, I see you right there. I know you want to be on YouTube and be famous. I get it. How do I do horses head bridles and such? Oh, we'll get to that. I've been trying to do the bridles and the reins at the same time, and I do variations of them each. I try to mix one color for the bridles, and then use the same color for the reins so that they're similar colors, but they're not the same thing. I'm gonna I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do. Did he leave? Oh, he's over here by the window. Let's see if he finds interest in that lamp in the corner. Oh well, at least it's not a flying roach. If it was one of those, we'd stop this stream, and I'd go get a nuclear weapon to go take care of him. If there was a button that killed all the roaches by just pressing it, I'd be like this. I can't stand roaches. Those flying, huge palmetto bug looking jokers. Why couldn't it be snakes? All right. There's spiders. I could deal with spiders. You catch a spider. All those legs and it can't get away from you. All right, let's lighten this up. Come back and Tony's gone. I thought my internet was broken. It is broken. Yeah. Yeah, we had a moth invasion of one. It's hanging over there in the corner. Let in here by smokers. I don't know if any of you guys smoke, but I used to many moons ago. And one thing I can't understand is why we can go looking at going to Mars and they can't make cigarettes smell, not horrible. Just make them smell like pipes, like pipe tobacco. I don't care if they're bad for your health and if you're killing yourself. It's your body. You can do whatever the hell you want. But don't make others around you suffer or smell bad. And I've stopped seeing people vape. I don't know what the hell happened with that. Ever since COVID, vaping has stopped. Okay, we're building up there. Just to give it a little bit more. This is really, really simple. You just gotta, it's like making oatmeal. You just gotta keep stirring. People have told me, how can you have the patience to paint? I said, well, how do you have the patience to cook? I paint and it's done painting, right? Somebody doesn't just gobble it up and it's gone. I don't have the patience to cook. I'd rather rinse some brushes than wash dishes. Everybody has patience for different things. It's just what they use it for. It depends. Some people have patience to sit in front of the TV for 4 hours and scream at the TV while sports is being played by other people. I don't have the patience for that. I have the patience to do this. I spend a good chunk of my day thinking about different things. So TV doesn't really work for me. I'm always thinking about stuff. And it's not necessarily work related. I just mean actively like thinking. Let's go a little more. You thought your internet was broken. Imagine all these people sitting at home, with no internet. Their heads would explode. Okay, I think this is where we're going to stop this guy. I need to get another one of those little white things. I keep putting my fellows on here. Let's move this back, and that back. Now we can take these 6 knights and put them there. And now we've freed up our little block, which seems to be a pretty reasonable thing to put these guys on. All right. All right, there's the base color of that one. Move on to the next one. let's do black one. And we're going to take our black, which we'll probably need some more of, honestly. Okay, and we're going to mix some brown in it, just so it has a little bit of a brown tinge to it. This guy's got a great face on him. He's going to paint up really well. Yeah, see, I don't know what I'm going to do on the shields yet. So we're going to skip that part. We're going to power through and get all the horses done. I don't think I'm going to do personal heraldry. I'm going to do like different Hungarian type symbols, different provinces, what have you. Then I can be super busy. These guys are supposed to be just mercenaries. So what are war gamers doing that can't get together with anybody? And have some of you not been able to get from anybody with anybody since like April? Because yeah, you could play computer games and it can get you through the gaming aspect, but it's still not the faces. It's still not the same as face-to-face interaction. If we can't meet up, we watch your videos. You play World of Tanks. You know, I did that for a little bit. But there's just so much grinding. Oh my God, there's so much grinding. And I've played it quite a bit. I played on Xbox One, but I haven't. The problem with those games is you get ready to play and then you realize, oh, you hadn't played it in a while, and there's an update you have to download. 2 days later, it's down with a download update, and now you don't have time to play. So you've got to kind of make sure those things are up to date. But yeah, I played World of Tanks quite a bit. Um, it's better than World of Warships, and I'm a ship guy, so that's not the issue. But yeah, it seems like having a bunch of the same light cruiser on one side fighting each other is more annoying than having tanks on either side. But biggest problem with World of Tanks is there's some maps I never want to see hours of it probably. I got into like the tier fives. I don't think I have a tier six. It's just way too much grinding, and I certainly don't use real money for it. Any of those games that are available with real money or just grinding, I just grind, and eventually I'm tired of it. I don't need to spend any real money doing that. Favorite tank I had was probably um, the Hellcat. I like the Hellcat because it's fast. You can move around and stuff, but there's some that, man, are just so unpleasant to play. The grinding to get a Sherman was a nightmare. That Lee and playing the Lee and playing the Lee again and playing the Lee. It's like, oh my God, please make it stop. Oh, the Hetzer. Had some good times playing the Hetzer. Hetzer's got a Hetz. Had a buddy of mine that was really into game of World of Tanks. I never played against him. That's the thing. You play with people you don't know. I don't even turn the microphone on. I'm like not interested in listening to 8-year-old voices. You know, I didn't have any of those games when I was 8, so I don't want to listen to your mouthy little bastard that's never had a job. I just keep quiet, don't listen to anybody, and but I haven't played in probably a year. Like that Hellcat. I have over 60,000 battles. Holy shit. Well, I don't have that many. I don't know. I don't know how many I have. I've played it a lot. And, you know, the same way I play DBA. I want to play every vehicle from every nation, work my way through it so you can appreciate other things. But it's hard once you get over to. I've been grinding a lot, and I had not gotten to the Panther yet. I got the Mini Panther, which is whatever that experimental vehicle is that looks like the Panther but is only 30 tons instead of 45. But yeah, I haven't played it in a while. Oh, and I like that fast Russian tank. I don't even remember what it's called anymore. Oh, the A-20. That was cool. Good times with that. Good times with that. But I don't know. It's something to do. I think a multiplayer game of like close combat is much better, much superior to that. But I haven't played that in many years. I got yesterday or the day before the Rome 2 Total War. So I've been playing that a little bit. Not during this time, but I've been playing that some. I got a couple games I've got going on Field of Glory too. I'm in that current tournament that's running now, and I don't really enjoy playing games with people that I don't know in real life. I don't know. I just playing the initial campaign of the Rome Total War. I did the introduction, walkthrough, whatever. I played a lot of the original Rome, so a lot of it is very familiar. Of course, it's more in depth, but it didn't walk me through how to do the research on different things. So I was clicking on research things, and it didn't say you could only have one going on at one time. So I kept clicking at different ones, and come to realize 40 something turns in, I hadn't been researching any of the stuff. So I got problems with Revolt or anything. So I'm trying to get through this campaign so I can do something else. I want to play this prologue before I do anything else. But yeah, I already looked into the Samnite army and all that stuff. But I don't see how the Samnites could win against the Romans and DBA, all solid auxilia. All the Romans have to do is just not go into terrain. Civilization 4, Beyond the Sword. I played the original Civilization way back when. I didn't really care for that whole you encounter the Aztecs and they have a battleship thing. That's a little too weird, but I played some. I think that's Rome 2 is my purchase from the sale that's going on. I'm not going to get anything else. No point in buying a ton of stuff, and it distract me from doing this. I use those games so I'm inspired to paint some of this stuff. I was going to get a game. They had really high reviews. This thing's called what? Ultimate General Civil War, something like that. But Civil War is really not my period, even though it looks really good. But that's the thing is, after you've played so many games, you look at some preview of a game and you're like, oh, this looks cool, but I've done all this shit before. So I kind of talk myself into like getting tired of it before I go and throw a bunch of money at it. Because ultimately, I'm going to go back to doing this that I'm doing right now. Because not everybody can do this. So a couple games that I've enjoyed a lot. They're made by Slitherine, and they're made by Shannon. I guess there's a smaller sub company or that Slitherine bought or worked with them or whatever called Shenandoah Studios, and they were made all for the computer and the iPad. But the iPad, the 64-bit apocalypse came and ruined them for me. I bought one of them and never got a chance to play. It really is the desert one. But they make a Battle of the Bulge one, and they make a Moscow one. I don't remember exactly what it's called. Maybe Battle for Moscow, Push on Moscow, something like that. But they're almost like a counters game with zones that you move into, and those are those were a lot of fun. I played them quite a bit, and they they're available on the Xbox. So during that time period there where I didn't have a computer, I wanted to get my hands on something that would provided some thinking. And yeah, those are good games. They look simplistic, but I guess they're kind of like DBA, a simple game, but still you have lots of different options of things to think about. So you don't know when the turn's going to end. What's this here? Okay. I don't know why my phone decided I needed to get an update on news that's happening in Los Angeles. Okay, I think we're good on this guy for now. Let's get a little thing here. I'll come back and take her with him later. 2 left. Let's do one of these. There's a base color. It'll be that guy. The city maps. I hate those city maps on roller tanks. That German named city. I don't want to see that damn thing again. I forget what the name of it is. I haven't played it in a while, so. The one at the beginning. Had some good maps, had some good battles on that Prokhorovka one. And the other one that has the lake in the middle of it. I like those two. City map's good for slow tanks. No, look, I'm a war gamer. I'm like, where's the infantry? Where's the infantry? Where's the infantry? What are tanks doing that close to buildings? No, they got. Don't they have like wrestling theme tanks and stuff? It's like, man, it's out of control. It's like they're just trying to get people to throw money at them. You have those scenarios for the alternative World War II things, and some of them are interesting, but be right back. I gotta go to the restroom, and we might as well get a coffee refill. Be right back. Okay. I'm wondering how the hell did it get to be so late? It's already 7:30. Oh. Yeah, as much as I don't I got a problem with the updates on the consoles. I know that everybody's playing with the same hardware. I know that the games basically work. I bought games in the past that never worked right. Even when my computer was new and top of line. Two games I can think of. They're both tank simulators. Across the Rhine by Microprose never worked right. And Panzer Elite never worked right. So yeah, at least World of Tanks on console works. How many Hungarian figures altogether? You mean left to do? Let's do that. That's a little easier. So I'm painting these 6 horses, which there's this one, and then the horses are done of those 6. Those are 6 knight figures that go on the rear rank of both of these stands. So these are 2 deep knight wedges. The ones that are in the 1, 2, and 3 position are already done for both stands. So we're doing this back rank for both of them. So we got those guys to do. When that's done, we need to do the command stand, which is 3 more knights. When that's done, we're going to do this army can have these 2 stands. They can be regular knights as well. So we'll have 2 stands of 3 knights each for those. And I've already got the figures picked out for them. They're going to be a little earlier period for Janos Hunyadi instead of Matthias. And so I'm probably going to do a Janos Hunyadi command stand as well. So I'm going to have 2 generals I'm thinking I'm going to do that. We'll see if it comes to that. Then what? We got 2 stands of bow we need to do. 2 war wagons. And a couple of Saloy to replace the war wagons when I need to dumb down that army to play the Ottomans. Because they're an enemy of my Ottomans. My Ottomans can't deal with 2 war wagons. Even with the artillery piece, I don't think they can. They just don't have anybody that can tackle them on the ground. So, so what is that? 6 plus, say 6 more knights, that's 12, plus 8 bowmen, that's 20, plus the war wagon crews of each, so say 4 each, so that's 28, plus the war wagons, some Saloy, so maybe 34 figures plus war wagons, so a lot. There's still a lot left, so if you guys are allergic to seeing red and white, you guys are in trouble, because there's going to be a lot more Hungarians coming. But let's see what we have painted already. 6 light horse, 2 Saloy, that's 8, and 12 foot. It's 20, plus 6 knights, 26. I got 26 painted. So I'm almost halfway done, maybe. I don't know. It's a long process. I'd get a lot more done if I was working from home. I don't have that option. So I don't think this army will be done this year. It's not looking likely. But my Irish are done for St. Patrick's Day. You enjoyed the World Tank sponsored videos by the Chieftain where he reviews museum examples of tanks. Yeah, I've seen him as well. Something about his accent drives me a little nuts. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, he's I've watched his stuff. Sure you're not doing a WRG army. Yeah. You mean a big one, yeah. Well, I want all the options. Because once I stop painting these guys, I'm not going to go back to them. So I need to just go ahead and knock him out. He's Irish, but he doesn't sound Irish to me. Yeah, I know that. It's weird. It's like a combination of like, he sounds American and a little bit of Gaelic in there and like some British and Canadian sometimes. It's like, what the hell are you, you know? Oh, well. Yes, I've watched several of his videos and I like where he talks about hatches and the different parts of the tank. So I get that. I'm a treadhead at heart, so I've watched several of them. I was watching one video that he was doing recently, and I almost banged my head watching him because of the tight confines he was doing. The guy's like 6'2" or something like that, so he's a tall guy. Um, but yeah, all people that do those videos have their own little mannerisms, and Lindy Page has his own mannerisms as well. Tick, who I haven't watched these folks in a long time because the only time I find time to watch these videos would be at lunchtime. I'm not going to watch videos in the morning when I could be painting things. You know, I'm gonna paint over anything else, and I'm lately I don't want to do any painting unless I'm on video. I mean, it just keeps me on track. You know, so I enjoy the filming we're doing. It keeps me from pulling myself off into something else. So. Maybe his time in America has changed that. I think so. I like the video where they take junk tanks and fix them up. Oh yeah, I saw a couple of those. That's a cool video. Those guys are good. I forget what it's called. Tank overhaul or something like that. Yeah, I do like that. And books. I mean, I've got an Audible subscription, and I'm like way behind on using my credits because I'm not listening to books while I'm painting now. So, and there's only so much yard work I want to do. Paint and listen at the same time, yes. But I'm not painting unless I'm on video, so I don't really want to go back to just painting and listening. I'd rather I'd rather do the video while I'm painting. It's more interactive. You gotta be careful when we put this color on here. It doesn't become too bright too soon and have no room to do the highlighting. I think the hubbub died down on those contrast paints. You guys still using them? I don't have a reliable source for Games Workshop stuff here in town. There's two stores that carry their stuff, but man, they have a hell of a time trying to restock things. Probably use them for other stuff. I don't really want to change the style that I'm doing things in. I'm pretty happy with it. But I think the moth went away. I'm going to keep a lid on this coffee just to be safe. Strong as the coffee is that I make it, it'll probably jump right back into his cocoon and turn into a worm again. Caterpillar. Mothra. We'll try to do some painting tomorrow as well, and then we'll go into work. Find out what the hell happened last week. I'm sure it'll be more messed up than a soup sandwich. Not looking forward to that, but it's better than trying to straighten it out on a regular work day where new stuff's coming in, so there shouldn't be anybody there to distract me either. You try to go in on a Saturday and they end up having more people there on a Saturday than on a Monday through Friday, so that defeats the purpose altogether. I won't dare go in there today. But I just took 3 days off of vacation, but with the added ones, man, it seems like I've been gone for about a month. Not sure if we're going to do a video on Monday. It's not likely. It just depends on what time I get over there. It's going to be really difficult for the next month for me to predict what time I'll be able to leave work. So, what do I do for work? Oh, you're going to make me talk about work? Let me give you the easy version. I am a shipping manager for a precast concrete company, and I'm on my 27th year there. I'm a building construction major, and I've never worked in building construction. So I do check loads and basically supply stuff in the precast industry, and we're extremely busy. We're extremely busy. We've been extremely busy since 2012. We were extremely busy in 2009. 2009, 2010, 2011 were slow. And we haven't missed a beat since then. So I have no one to cover for me. So when I leave on vacation, I got to do everything I got to arrange and do all the tickets for everything supposedly going out. Somebody else checks the loads for me. And then, of course, things change, and people that have a hard on for sending a million emails have to go through all that stuff. So, but the good news is I don't really get, it's not like I work on any of the stuff while I'm on vacation. I pretty much can disconnect completely. I've done that on purpose since I have a very inflexible schedule. I have to be there at a certain time, and I can't leave until they're done and that kind of thing. So if you're going to do all that stuff to me and it makes it really inconvenient for me to go to the doctor and stuff, then I'm sure as hell not going to be. I do not know how to check emails from my phone from home, and I don't want to know how to do it. So anyhow, yeah, I'm on my 27th year there. So only about, how old am I? Less than 20 to go. So I am not defined by my job, as many people are. I don't understand that, but doesn't mean I don't want to do a good job while I'm there. This is not what I do. That's not who I am. I'm not a doctor or a lawyer or anything. I'm a fixer really, because I do more stuff than that. But I'm not defined by what I do. I'm defined more by this than that. But you got to have the other thing to pay the bills. So have I done a cavalry themed video? We've done games at conventions. I don't think we've done a video on it. And I'm not really interested in doing that because I don't have my own cavalry army. What do we call it? Mounted mayhem. We're due to do collision course soon. The collision course of my Irish. Got to work those guys in there somewhere. I got a 1.75 liter thing of Irish whiskey. I had some Bushmills that was on sale, so I've got to work my way through that. So you'll have to see more videos of the Irish. I like those guys. I have a feeling I'm going to like the pre-feudal Scots a lot, so it's looking pretty likely that they may be the next candidate, especially since they're kind of commoner looking, and I've really enjoyed painting those commoner figures, those commoner looking figures, but, I'm not sure if we're going to do that, or Byzantines, or, remains to be seen, but I definitely enjoy having an adult beverage with my army that I'm playing, so just part of the experience. Cavalry, yeah, I've got Mamluks to do for that. Mamluks would be my cavalry army. You did a minimum of. And what's the other one that we do that they also work? It's called Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious, you have to have, I think all of your elements have to either be light horse, cavalry, fast auxilia, or Saloi. And you'd be surprised how many armies fall into that. That's actually a really good theme, too. So I guess if you're asking about what I'm doing next, you've seen all my videos then, right? You're caught up. If you guys haven't seen them, by all means, watch them and put them in the background while you're doing some of your own painting. You don't have to watch them intently. You know, a lot of things don't happen most of the time. So I don't want to edit it so heavy that, you know, it's going to take me a couple days to get a video out, and then I can't work on this hobby and do any painting, because ultimately we need to finish more armies. So we do some different stuff on the videos, but try to do a minimum of editing, because that's very time consuming. Even if you're doing something simple, it just takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of uninterrupted time, and that's I don't have a ton of that. So, and the other thing we don't have a lot of is I don't have a lot of time. I don't have a lot of opportunities to film a game with the guys because they have opposite schedules that I do. I'm pretty much a Monday through Friday off on the weekends person, and they have to work weekends. So we usually have to film at the end of my workday on a day they've been sitting on their fanny all day long. Oh, I can't say that in the UK. I mean, it's something different. I found that out recently. Been sitting on their backside. That was the best thing about filming on last Monday. I didn't have to go to work the next day. It almost never happens. I once worked for a tour company that went bankrupt, and I lost my job. I did not just lose my job, I lost my work, friends, my business cards, my ability to network. Wow. Correct. Yeah. About the F word, huh? That's the F word in the UK, I guess. How does that happen? How does it happen that one word means the opposite end? Not exactly opposite. How about the mirror image? The opposite side. How does stuff like that start? I just don't understand, you know? Oh well. Yeah, here it means bum. Speaking of bums, saw a homeless guy on the side of the road, which we seem to have a fair amount of it here for the town this size. Is He had a sign that says, what did it say? Why lie? I just need a beer. Come on, dude, do something with your life. Paint miniatures or something. GGP. I think you mistyped something because that doesn't make any sense. If you said GDP, it would make sense. I know what that is, but it still wouldn't make sense in the conversation. Let's lighten this up a little bit more. GGP. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what army I'm going to do next. I don't want to commit to it. I don't want to say I'm going to do pre-feudal Scots and realize I end up doing feudal English or there's lots of things I should do. Like I should finish up my Russians. I should take my samurai and bring them, make them 3.0 compliant. What else should I do? Do 2 stands for my Ptolemaics and they'll be 3.0 compatible. What else? There's lots of things I should do, but I don't know if that's even going to happen. So my feudal Spanish aren't 3.0 compatible. My Berbers are not 3.0 compatible. My Koreans are hopeless. There's that army changed so much. My Kogoryo Koreans, book 276, changed completely from 2.2 to 3.0. I could play them as the 2.2 army, but why? Okay, maybe add a little bit of white to this and see where that takes us. I had to cut down the amount of people I was following on YouTube. I just had way too many things. I had over 200 things. And I'm like, I'm never watching these guys. Um, We've had a hankering to do in the Syrian army since I started ancient wargaming. However, since my DBA opponents are sensibly self-isolating, it may take a while. Somebody told me yesterday that we're get another big surge, but I don't know. I'll get my news from other people. I don't listen to the news anymore. I'm skeptical of anything I get told by anybody. Everybody has an agenda they want to push. How about just tell me the news? I don't care if it's what I want to hear or not. Yeah, we didn't do any gaming for like 5 weeks. I don't think that's going to happen again. If I still have to go to work in personal space, I can certainly get together with Mitch. So I don't see that changing anytime soon. It's just a matter of, am I going to be able to leave work early enough that it's worthwhile to film? It's more of an issue of that than anything else. But yeah, no point in buying more figures, especially when you've got, it sounds like, plenty of stuff to work on. Yeah, I have no desire to buy more figures unless it's something that I'm almost done with and I need like one pack to finish it or something. But I'll make sure that I'm almost done with it before I order that one pack. Paint. So, oh yeah, I'm gonna write myself a note. I'm gonna look at that today. Maybe a little bit more from the front. Ooh, I got my money's worth out of this paper. What do you guys think? I've had this one probably several weeks. Not like I don't have another big roll of paper towels. I just use it to wipe down the brushes. Doesn't need to be fancy or anything. So go to Florida for a big get together. Well, at least this part of Florida. Arizona's gotta be less restrictive than Florida. Gotta be. Okay, so we're done with this guy. Last horse. All right, so let's see. We got this light one, a black, red, brown, and a brown. Let's This guy's the same pose as the black horse. We're gonna do a brown one with this. Brown horses should be more common, so at least that's what I'm going to go with. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Where's my leather brown? Yeah, this one will work. Earthy brown color. I've been healthier this year than any other year. Used to go to Orlando a lot and go to the theme parks, and you just pick up a common cold, come in contact with germs that you're not familiar with from people that visit from other places, South America. Don't go to Orlando this year. Didn't get that. Coincidence? I think not. I have really no interest in going to places that are really restrictive when I'm not at work because honestly, forget this things going on. I've said it before. I don't really haven't had any new measures of things at work, thankfully. And on a work day, I'm pretty much tired of. I'm fine just going home after work. It's not like I would frequent bars or anything. So I forget this thing's going on. So and that's a good thing because I don't think this is going to end anytime soon. I think this is the new Cold War. This type of measures I think will be in place for the next, I don't know, 50, 60 years. Maybe not to this extreme, but I think I missed the window to go to Europe, but that's all right. No big deal. We still get to interact with you guys. I would much rather not be able to travel over there and still be able to communicate with people all over the world than the other way around. So, have a good day, Harvey. All right, let's bring this up a little bit more. I got an email. I'm sure it's the email saying that I'm online. Thanks for letting me know. I can't check my email right now. I'm online. Thank you, Captain Obvious. And we're not going to mass produce all the figures. We're still going to go back to painting them one at a time. It's not like I'm going to go in and knock out all the helmets. Nah, I'm going to pick one guy, and he's going to be my guinea pig, and we're going to go forward. We're going to go forward. We're going to look at some shields is what we're going to do. And work at it from that angle. Look at it from that angle. Yeah, this is what I used to do too before I made the videos. I'd put somebody in the background. There's one gentleman in particular that I really like to listen to. He's from the UK, and he has a very he may not, I don't know if he's any fun at parties, but he has a great meter voice and a very wide variety of different subjects. And I'd listen to him for quite a bit. And although it's almost like he's recording his videos on a camcorder, but and watching unboxing videos. I find unboxing videos so therapeutic. You know, like somebody will buy some game, or there's another guy that does game reviews, and he doesn't do game reviews. He does unboxing of games and talks about them. And he's from the U.S. He's got a very calming voice, so good stuff to have in the background. Mm-hmm. 8 o'clock. Is it a rainy day today? One of these days is supposed to be colder. I think it's going to come in when work starts back up, which is unfortunate because those sons of bitches will have the heater running. I can't stand the heater. Be fighting with a heater. You get some strange folks in the office. It's a struggle to get them to drop the air conditioning below 75 in the summertime. But then they'll put the heater at 77 when you don't need it, when you shouldn't even be on. So it's not about saving money, it's about being a sissy. Put on a shirt, dude. Because if it was about saving money, then you just don't run the heater, right? For your air conditioning. And one day it was 53 inside the house. It dropped into the teens. It was 53 in the house. You know how much you gotta pay for, and you know how much you gotta pay to get it down to 53, and it's free. Love cold weather. Oh, just thought of something else. It's funny. I was kind of did a brainstorming session yesterday. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go out. What do I need to be on the lookout for Black Friday? So what I write down, an extension cord for my plug here that I'm dealing with, and an extension cord for my headphones from my laptop. Except I'm on the laptop and I have the headphones. It's just a little too short. You know, not exactly items that they're dying to put on sale there for Black Friday sales. So don't really need anything of the stuff that they want to sell. So I guess there's a new console out, isn't there? Is the new Xbox, whatever the hell it's called, out already? I know there's a shortage of them, but they don't make anything exclusive for that I got to get my hands on. So I can just wait. Waiting on Diablo 4. Ever come out with that? And what else? State of Decay 3. Other than that, I don't really play anything else. So, State of Decay, great game. Zombie game. A thinking zombie game. For those of you that may not know, doing these videos does not affect gameplay videos at all. I couldn't be doing a gameplay video right now, even if I wanted to. So this is a work day for the other players. So they're not related one to each other. Doing these videos actually in no way impedes the gaming. As a matter of fact, it probably facilitates it because we'll get more stuff painted. But it's a slow process, as you can see. That's all right. We're in there for the long haul. Well, where the moth went? I bet he's in between the blinds and the window since it's light out there. He's probably messing around with that. He needs to go to bed. He's pulling an all-nighter at this point. Maybe that's what he went to go do. Okay. Mothra. Be fun to play a Godzilla monster fighting game. That'd be cool. Only if you could paint figures for it, though. Anybody can play a game. I want to paint this stuff. Write myself things I want to look at when we're no longer filming this, so that I don't forget about them and remember them when I'm at work. That's annoying. Let's lighten this up a little bit. Where's the old white at? Okay. That's enough to work on. We can always tinker with the horses a little bit later when we're at the stage, but that kind of gives me a starting point for what these guys are going to look like. So we got, get that box closed down. Oh, we're going to need more space for that. How about this? So that's these guys right here. Now, 820. I think we're going to call this one a wrap. But yeah, now we got the starting point for this. We're going to take a look at some shields later and see what we can do with them. But yeah, anyhow. So thanks for joining in, and this is what we'll pick up and do next time around. So anyhow, enjoy the rest of your day, folks, and catch you on the flip side. Bye-bye.